I'm back! And with me, I am bringing all things fashion and fashion brands. Welcome to the show. This is Brands and Fashion on iBrandTV. My name is Success Caminus. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, then you are in luck. Welcome to the show. This is Brands and Fashion on iBrandTV. Straight into the show, I'm going to start with our trends. If you're an OG, you know that we pick out trends every time to just learn about them and know what the fuzz is really about them. Today, we'll be talking about bow ties. Yes, I really like to see men in tuxedos. I like shirts. I like when men dress up and look all official and, you know, very yummy. And bow ties are just one very nice accessory that, you know, really goes. So why don't we go and get the scoop about this trend? We'll be back.
Bow ties are a kind of necktie. A modern bow tie consists of a ribbon of fabric tied around the collar of a shirt in a symmetrical manner so that the two opposite ends form loops. There are generally three types of bow ties: the pre-tied, the clip-on, and the self-tie. Pre-tied bow ties are ties in which the distinct bow is sewn onto a band that goes around the neck and clips to secure. Clip-ons dispense with the band altogether, instead clipping straight to the collar. The traditional bow tie, consisting of a strip of cloth which the wearer has to tie by hand, is also known as self-tie, tie it yourself, or freestyle bow tie. Bow ties may be made of any fabric material, but most are made from silk, polyester, cotton, or a mixture of fabrics. While some fabrics are easier to access, fabrics like wool and velvet are much less common for bow ties.
We have learned about bow ties. Yes, I think they make men look yummy. I don't care what anybody says. But then some other people prefer very long ties. Whatever your preference is, as long as you're dressed up, you know. So today, I'm not in the studio again. And some people might say I like waka waka, but I have to look for the best of the best, you know. And people who know what they're doing, people who have been in the business, fashion business, and are doing well. Today, to tell us more about the shirt business, I have a guest. Yes, I am in his domain. His name is John Alge. Yes. So that's not the full name. I'm calling his creative name because I think it's more, I don't know, Mr. John. Don't you think it's fancier?
Well, it is, you know, to be honest with you.
So would you prefer I call you your full name?
All right. You can.
No, that's what I'm asking. Do you prefer that I call you your full name, or do you like, Mr. John Alge?
Call me Alunge Oluwasegun.
Okay, so Mr. John Alge does not appeal to you?
No, it's appeal to the brand.
Oh, he said it appeals to the brand. It does not appeal to him. So we should just keep it as Mr. Alunge. Ouch. This one choked me. Okay, welcome on the show, Mr. John.
Thank you for having me.
I love this space. It is very this detailing. It's not your regular store, fashion store. It looks really nice. So what inspired this space?
Basically, throughout my journey, all along while I was abroad.
Okay.
I've been, especially United Kingdom, you know, where I was for some time. You know, I do visit the Oxford streets in London, and that's central London. So I do see so many shirt makers who are really well detailed who have good finishing and well packaged stuff, all this really inspired me so much. So
Okay, so I understand. You're talking about the shirt brand.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm asking is about this beautiful space. This space, the setting and all, even the floor. The floor looks amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I just wanted to know what inspired the whole place.
All right, yeah. Like I said to you, my visit to United Kingdom, I saw so many things, beautiful things. So I told myself, I said, look, why can't we have something like this in Nigeria? To really look, instead of our people going down to UK to do their shopping, why can't we bring exactly the same concept down to Nigeria, so whereby people will be able to get something really worthwhile that will really give them value for money.
Yes. Okay, so teach us about this shirt business. What are the key things you feel is very important to know and be informed about before starting the shirt business?
Number one, you have to be very, very careful with fabric selection. If you're not careful about fabric selection, you might end up getting the wrong fabric, and it will really damage your image. Because Nigerians care so much about fabric. They love good fabrics. They love quality fabrics. You have to be very, very careful about fabric selection. Select something, you have to visit so many beautiful places in Nigeria, especially Lagos Island, Victoria Island, Lekki, and where you have all these top-notch people where they work. From there, you can really give them something really worthwhile, whereby they won't be disappointed.
Yes, I agree. So now, say I, Tiny,
All right.
yes, I want to start shirt business.
Yeah.
I've not started yet.
Yeah.
What's the first thing I should do?
Well, that's a very good question. Well, you just have to count. It's just like someone who wants to build a structure. You don't count how many blocks you will need, how many bags of cement you will need. So you have to look at what you have at hand at the present time. Then check the exchange rate in the market, because exchange rate really affects what we do, basically.
Okay.
Because after you design, you put what you really want to do, because you have to work on your cuts. How you want your own cuts to look. You don't have to do copy and paste like some people do. But we just have to be very, very careful about what you do and how you want to give it to your people, and how you want people to know what you want. It's just like a signature. There must be a signature for what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you trying to say that we cannot source our materials for shirt making for this business in Nigeria, or we don't have the facilities for that?
I'm sure we can. You can actually. There are beautiful fabrics here in Nigeria.
No, it's not the fabrics I'm talking about. Say I want to make the shirt and make the fabrics for shirt.
Okay.
I really love this shirt, by the way. I forgot to tell you. Like the one you are wearing.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there any facility in Nigeria that provides this kind of material?
A few loads of shirt makers here in Nigeria who are doing fantastically well. Wow, truly. They accord and tailor. They are good at what they do. They are really brilliant at what they do. Well, what I do basically is design what I do, go to Europe, and then select my fabric, take it to the manufacturer, who now bring out exactly what I want and how I want it done, because of what I know the buyers, the end users, what they really want. So
that's amazing. So a lot goes into this shirt. You don't just see somebody wearing a very nice quality fabric like this and you just think, it's vibes and it's
exactly.
This is fashion. Okay, so now tell me one thing that you wish someone had told you before you started this business, or what you wish you had learned earlier before starting the business.
To be quite frank with you, I had loads of challenges before starting off. oftentimes back then, you know, I've always like people just see John Alge. They never knew I've been around for a while. I've had my ups and downs and have several challenges, you know. So there are times, you know, that I'll bring in shit. It will not be in conformity to exactly what people really want.
Okay, so we are saying that one of the things that the
challenges, you know, that comes along with.
So right now, we can talk about the challenges when I'm talking about John Alge brand. What I want to learn about right now is what you wish someone had told you just as a shirt maker. Okay. Just what you feel up and coming shirt makers or new people to this business should know.
All right, I would tell them, count your cost, you know, check what you have first, then before you dabble into it, because if you don't really like, you know, look at what you have at hand, if you don't plan very well, you might fail in it. Because like I've failed in the past doing it, because I've failed many times. Let me say, I've failed many times. So, but you have to check what you have and look at the exchange rate, because the exchange rate really determines what you bring in.
So you have to plan
properly.
Make sure that you know how much you have in your hand before you indulge or before you say, oh, I want to become a shirt maker, because it's no child's play. Thank you so much for all those pro tips. So if you're about to start a shirt business, or you know a friend who wants to start a shirt business, the pro has said it. I hope you wrote it down. Okay, next we'll be going into the next segment, and it's our celebrity style inspiration. Here we talk about a celebrity who, you know, kills it every time, so to speak. Today we have Aka Nani. Yes, I hope I'm calling the name right. You know Nigerian name, there's this peculiarity about it, just like your name Alonge. Yeah, somebody will even call it Alonge or
Along.
Along.
Yeah.
You see, so there's this peculiarity about it, so nobody should come after Tiny because of your name. Sorry in advance, Uncle Nani. Okay, so Aka Nani is a Covenant University alumni. He studied mass communication. Right now, he is a father, he is a husband, and an actor. He started his journey into the Nigerian movie and entertainment industry in 2014, and he has not stopped ever since. Have you seen Omogeto the Saga?
I haven't.
Oh, really? Oh, Aka Nani was in that movie and he did amazing. He's also, Aka Nani is also a blogger and a vlogger and a YouTuber. Today he is our celebrity style inspiration because of how well he slays his shirts. What do you think about Aka from the pictures you've seen?
Oh well.
And how he slays the shirt. Is this someone you like to style?
In the area of styling, I think Aka, I would love to style him because, you know, he has the kind of body that really look very fit into what we do.
Wow, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has the kind of body, you know, that really suits what we really into, what we are into basically, because we are basically shirt makers and we have lovely dress shirt that will really look perfect on him and perfect jacket that will really, you know, be really suitable on him, you know, that will make him come out really good.
So you see, just in case you're looking for somebody to style you and maybe you don't want to go to all these your celebrity designers that will cut your throat with price, Johnny Alge is here for you. This is still the PR I'm doing, the advert.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's the end of this segment. When we come back, we're going to be looking at our brand's highlights. You already know and can guess who our brand's highlight for today is.
All right.
But don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Most people don't understand the magic of the perfect skin, the allure of the well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products. from spar to spar. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Welcome back to the show. This is still Brands and Fashion on iBrandTV, and I've had Mr. John Alonge on the show with me today. He is the CEO of John Alge. He's also the creative director. I don't want to rob him of his title. So we're moving on to the next segment. Here is the brand highlight of the week. We have John Alge, the brand. Woo!
Thank you.
See, most people don't know that this brand has gone to Yankee and come back. Yes. So we're going to be learning about John Alge, the brand. He'll just be telling us some little things, you know, to familiarize ourselves with this Yankee brand, you know. So, sir,
Yeah.
what does John Alge represent just as a brand?
It represents corporate.
Corporate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking smart, looking sharp, looking brilliantly well and well dressed. That is what John Alge really
Present. Okay, let's talk about how long it took you to just stabilize, because you said something about being abroad, going abroad and seeing all of these things, not coming back to implement. Talk us through your journey coming to Nigeria and trying to establish something or replicate something you saw abroad here.
Oh yeah, well, I remember way back when I started out this business with a friend of mine.
Okay.
We went into partnership, and it took me a whole me, let me say, because, you know, the guy was a shoemaker, and I was bringing in shirt from abroad. Then we display it.
Oh, you were importing. You were
Bringing in, yeah, different brands.
Okay, not your shirt.
Not my own shirt, not my own brand.
Okay.
So I was bringing in different brand for him. So at the time he called me and said to me, Shegun, we are running out of shirts. And I told him, I said, fine, we are running out of shirts. But you, how long have you been in this business, this shoe business? He said it's been around for 17 years. 17 years. So I called a few friends and I asked them about his brand. He said it's been around, they know him very well. And I told him, bro, you are a brand on your own. We can make shirts on your brand. Then he asked me, is it possible? I said, don't worry, leave that to me. Let me handle that side. You focus more on the shoe section of the business. I'll focus more on the brand, on the shirts. So little did I know. So I started up. Then when I came in with a brand from Europe, he was like, wow. So few of his customers that do come around to buy shoes, when they saw shirt, they were like, have you started shirt business? And you know, shirt and shoes complement
Hand in hand, yes.
each other very well. So we started out. Then you know, unfortunately there was a fallout.
Okay.
So we had to go our separate ways. So when I'm in the bathroom, when I'm trying to shower, inspiration of shirt will start coming into me. Ideas will be filling in, you know. So I said to myself, what's going on? So one day someone called my attention to it and said to me, Shegun, it's as if you've neglected some things that you were supposed to do. And I told him what and what. Then I was still like, you know, searching for myself.
The long and short now is that this shirt thing didn't come in a day.
It did. It took a whole lot of me.
This man was saying something about being in the bathroom and inspiration of shirt comes to him. I'm like, okay. I didn't even know that there was a okay, this is not a shade, that there was such a creative process that comes with just making shirts. In my mind, I'm like, this is not tailor, they'll measure you and then they will so the fabric is involved, pattern is involved, like you said.
To be quite honest with you, let me tell you something. I've seen shirts made here. The finishing is not really top notch like that. Not really wow. To be honest with you, not really wow. Because at a time the buttonhole will start ripping off.
So that comes from quality too. Wow.
People, I tell people, if you want to do business, put first your image, not the money. People focus more on money. Money shouldn't be an issue. If you focus more on the image, then from there you can improve, and people over time, once people can trust what you do. Once they can trust what you do, they'll keep coming.
Wow. So now let's talk about accessories. We've gone in deep, we've learned about shirts. This is the most I've heard about shirts. I honestly thought it was just all about sewing the shirt, but now that we know, you can tell. I know if you watch Brands and Fashion, you can now tell which shirt is quality, which shirt you should buy at certain prices, and what you are getting for your money. Wow, this is amazing. So let's talk about the accessories. At the beginning of the show, we talked about bow ties. So tell me a little bit about some accessories you sell along or pair with your shirt.
Oh well, we are coming in with few cufflinks. We're coming in with cufflinks, then boxers. We're coming in with boxers, beautiful boxers, well designed, well packed.
So what about these bow ties?
Bow ties are coming as well too. Beautiful, good velvet.
Wow.
Good.
I can see very beautiful colors.
Good floral fabric and good paisley.
Oh, pastel.
Paisley. They call it paisley. Paisley.
What does it mean?
It's a fabric.
Wow.
Paisley is a fabric.
I was even thinking you were talking about the color. I was about to tell you that I've spoken about that color.
No, it's a fabric. Cufflinks. So we have some beautiful cufflinks that will be coming in, whereby it is totally different. It will be totally different to what is in the market. So because what we've done so far, we've done research, we've gone around, we've gone online, we've seen what people do so far. So we just want to bring something really new, something really different, totally different.
And I know people out there would be expecting and waiting to see what John Alge brand is going to do differently.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for enlightening us.
Thank you for having me.
I've even learned so much about shirt business in these few moments I've spent with him than I have ever had, And so we're moving to the last lap of this show, which is the fashion talent segment. I'll be telling you who our fashion talent is today. For those who don't really know about this show, fashion talent is the segment on the show where we talk about fashion people behind the scene, designers, models, people that sell fashion. Today we'll be talking about Aristide Loire. Yes, he's an Ivorian fashion designer and the creative mind behind Kente Gentlemen. Aristide Loire was born in Côte d'Ivoire and he has been around India before he finally settled in the United States of America. So Kente Gentlemen is his pet project, a way he uses to tell stories about all his experiences and all his travels, and today he is our fashion talent. What do you think about stylists and fashion designers outside Nigeria?
Well, they're doing a great job. They are doing brilliantly well, to be honest with you. But one thing about Africans, we love colors.
Yes. Which I was even about to say. So yes, we've seen pictures of Kente Gentleman and Aristide Loire, and we've seen how much he plays with color. Is that something you can do in the shirt business? Is that something you can do? Go bold with colors like that?
What I can do perfectly well is I know how to marry colors.
Okay.
I know how to marry colors very well. I can style you and tell you exactly what will really be very, very okay for any occasion, and tell you this is what you need to have on this, this is what you need to match on this, and it makes you go really good.
And so, I really appreciate Aristide's love for color, the story he tells with his fashion, with his brand, and I'm all here for it. I'm all here for Africans doing things the African way. And with that, we have come to the end of this episode. I hope you had fun, Mr. John.
I had very fantastic one.
I did too. Make sure to follow iBrandTV on all social media platforms and on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are streaming live on YouTube. Make sure to catch the breakfast show and follow through. Trust me, you would not regret it. It's all fun, it's all entertainment. My name is Success Caminist, and I will see you next time on Brands and Fashion. Goodbye.
iBrandTV. Business first.